Hello. At the beginning of the year, we found many of our referrals had the same topics coming up over and over again, and those were isolation and loneliness. So this year, what we thought we'd do is lean on our experts here at Listen and find out what their tips are to manage our well-being at Christmas.
So this year, like last year, there may be Christmas parties, office parties that are being cancelled due to COVID and rising cases. And that can feel really difficult for people who want to connect with others and have fun and just try and get on with life as normally as possible. So I think for me, some of the key things that you can do is perhaps do an online get together with friends, perhaps do an online quiz or have a party online with people, use various different apps and just have fun like you would normally have face to face. Perhaps try and meet up with people socially distanced if you are concerned about coronavirus. You know, perhaps have smaller gatherings with people, go out with smaller groups of friends. Enjoy that connectedness with people because it is really, really important, whichever way you want to do that, whether that is face to face, whether that is socially distanced or whether that is online. But having that human connectedness is really, really important this Christmas.
My top tip would be to look around your estate, your road, see if there's anybody who lives on their own. Notice if there are any lights on all the time but you don't see any people passing by. Maybe knock on the door, see if they're okay. Maybe bring a Christmas card, just check in with loved ones and elderly people who might be nearby and isolated.
I'd recommend using Christmas as an opportunity. Most people are off work, working less, and try and see it as an opportunity to do some work on yourself and do the things that normally we don't get the chance to do because we're so rushed in life. So actually cherish the time on your own to actually do some self-growth work. Try and look at your kind of routine and really study what you want to, the changes you want to make moving forward.
So I would say that there are certain, obviously, faith groups we know that celebrate around this time of year. So because of that, there are Christmas carol services, different fundraisers, lots of different events, services that you can get involved in as well, to feel like you're part of a community.
So my top tip for connecting at Christmas, which is a little bit different from your average top tip, is to actually understand you as a person and maybe think about your friends as people and what their needs are. So if you're someone that really loves going out, loves going for a Christmas drink, maybe a Christmas movie, and you're getting a bit frustrated that friend who keeps saying no, actually maybe try and be like, okay, that's someone that doesn't like doing that sort of thing, maybe I could call them instead rather than trying to get them to come out. But also cut yourself some slack. Christmas is joyous, it's lovely, it's colourful, but for some of us it's very difficult, whether you're away from family, whether financially you're struggling over the Christmas period. There's a lot of different things going on. So actually, if you find yourself saying no to things, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but maybe try and check in with yourself to see how are you feeling about that? Is there anything you can do for yourself? Does that include reaching out to someone? And ultimately being nice to yourself about it. Christmas comes once a year, but for many years, so enjoy them all.
So there we have it. I hope, like me, you found those tips absolutely fascinating and helpful as well. I think there's some really good insights there on how we can manage our well-being, both face-to-face or via online service if needed be. And even if we can't be around people, we've got some ideas of things we can do to manage our well-being. And from all of us here at Listen, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.